Thank you for joining me this morning, afternoon, evening for this discussion today about resilience. Let's get into the topic today without the usual cursory preamble about what I promise you. Although, let me restate this, I do guarantee to change your perspective on this present moment. Today's topic is called helping versus questioning. Helping versus questioning. This was inspired by a recent YouTube episode that I happened upon yesterday. And it was talking about, or it was entitled, The Dark Side of Helping, which really intrigued me, piqued my attention. The dark side of helping. I felt alarmed and intrigued at the same time by that title. I'm trying to keep the story short about what I listened to, but on YouTube, it was about a monk committed to the Zen practice. And he only sought to internalize and openly share the wisdom that he was in the process of learning every day about Zen. So I don't want to spoil the end of that short and powerful story, but please check it out for yourself on YouTube, The Dark Side of Helping. But the essence of the story about helping or only providing guidance was to do whatever you do well and from your heart, not for money. But you do all that, whatever it is, with boundaries. Boundaries that you'll have to set and commit to from your chosen practice or profession or even your hobby. You cannot help everyone that you encounter. Given that context, you may have to set a boundary or timer on your spiritual and physical capacity to assist, to define, to guide. If you have spent some time with me and with the 820 Enterprise, you may recall that those two qualities comprise how I define the term leading, and did it also in the book Resilience, the Beauty of Presence. I didn't offer them in the book as the answer, just from how I learned to apply the terms lead, leading, and leadership in my professional and personal life. So this is not a long list of rules and steps. I define the exercise and the self-discipline to lead as simply this: power and force. As a leader, you have and must maintain the focus on your power to define and your force to guide. Let me say that again. As a leader, you need to focus on your power to define and your force to guide. I will elaborate on that a little bit later in this episode, inshallah. But that quick summary on assisting versus helping, on defining versus helping, on guiding versus unlimited helping. Let me say this. When you structure and become more consistent on how you define and guide your own example, whether in a leadership or following mode, that's how you provide that service, but also how you can regulate your service rendered outside of you. Finally, and as a reminder, why I do what I do. I solve problems without providing answers. Defining and guiding you towards your own original, curious, genuine, and sincere questions about your own purpose and message about resilience. I ask you to come to observe, understand, listen to, and to communicate your capacity through your own questions and how much help you need and from where. I do hope to guide you not with an answer or even close to an answer. I have none of those. I can only offer you approaches. Yes, in a simple word, I am hoping to help. But I have boundaries too, meaning, as what was a guy, Clint Eastwood said in one of his, I think, Dirty Harry movies, a man's got to know his limitations. Now, that could be a cop-out to say, oh, I can't do this, I can't do that. That's one way to look at it. But have you taken the time, as I have emphasized in these episodes, to ask those simple questions about yourself? If you truly are committed to developing and building on your own resilience, take the time to ask those questions of yourself. What do you do well? What do you like to do? Those are two separate questions. What do you like to do? What do you do well? We get those two lists of questions laid out, and then try and mix and match which ones show up on both lists. I offer to you a way to start discerning the other question that is the main premise of resilience, the beauty of presence. What drives you? I want you to answer those kind of questions to get to the answer. What drives you? And that will fall into the next level of questions or pieces of guidance. What is your beauty? How do you define your beauty? That is tied into very closely to what drives you. By answering that question, what drives you should illuminate your beauty. Now, it won't be mine, obviously. I can't have yours. But I want to be, the main reason for this kind of questions is why I asked you to form them. Not just, throwaway questions or how am I doing? Or how tall am I? Or how much money do I have? No. It's about asking sincere, maybe pointed questions at yourself so you can try to draw out from who and what you are and who and what you need to do in this lifetime. Not what you have done, not former accomplishments or certificates on the wall, or even the nice house you have on the hill or the pretty car in the garage. It's about what we're doing now in this present moment going forward. You can never go back and you can't get to tomorrow. I'm trying to get to the point of what you're doing today to make your presence current. I really do hope that I am helping, but more importantly, I hope that I can give you ways to define and guide. You have that power to define. You have only the force to guide. It's power and force, but within you, and only to take what's inside of you and bring it forth in your message and in your purpose. Lead as one, and then with others. Stay present. Stay current. No matter where you are in this world, please remember, it's always 820.